You could be paying every credit card bill on time, every single month, never missing a payment, and still be destroying your credit score right now without knowing it. The average American has a credit utilization rate of 36%. That means the majority of Americans are absorbing a scoring penalty every single month from a number they have never heard of. It is the number one hidden factor destroying credit scores in America. And fixing it doesn't cost a single dollar. It doesn't require a credit repair company. It does not even require paying off debt. It requires knowing one thing about your credit card that nobody told you. In the next 10 minutes, I will explain exactly what credit utilization is, why it makes up 30% of your FICO score, the 5 levels of utilization, and what each one does to your number, and 4 ways to lower it immediately. And there is a trap, a card level trap that catches people who think their utilization is fine because their overall number looks good. It is not fine, and I will show you why. But first, let me tell you about Aisha. Aisha is 30 years old, lives in Houston, makes $58,000 a year. She had 3 credit cards. She never missed a payment, not once in 7 years. Her credit score, 652. She could not understand why. Perfect payment history. 7 years of on-time payments. Her score should have been in the 700s. Then she checked her utilization. Card 1 had a $2,000 limit. Balance, $1,800. That is 90% utilization on that one card. Her other 2 cards were low. Overall utilization, 34%. Looks manageable, but it was not. Because FICO does not just look at overall utilization. It looks at each card individually. And one card at 90% was dragging her entire score down. Credit utilization is the percentage of your available credit that you are currently using. It is the second most important factor in your FICO score. 30% of your entire score. Only payment history matters more. Here's how you calculate it. Take the balance on your credit card. Divide it by your credit limit. Multiply by 100. If your balance is $1,500 and your limit is $5,000, your utilization is 30%. Simple math. But here is where it gets complicated. FICO evaluates utilization in 2 ways. First, your overall utilization. Add up all your balances across all cards. Divide by all your limits combined. Second, your per card utilization. Each card is evaluated individually. And here is the trap. One card at 75% utilization with 3 other cards at 0. Scores worse than all 4 cards at 19% each, even though the overall number might be the same. FICO penalizes high utilization on any individual card, not just the aggregate. This is the trap Aisha fell into. And it is the trap millions of Americans are in right now, without knowing. There are 5 levels of utilization, and each one affects your score differently. Level 1, 0%. Counterintuitively, this is not the best. 0 utilization tells FICO nothing about how you manage credit. You need some usage to demonstrate responsible behavior. Level 2, 1 to 9%. This is the optimal range. 91% of consumers with FICO scores above 800 maintain utilization under 10%. On average, keeping utilization under 10% across all cards adds approximately 42 FICO points compared to 30% utilization. Level 3, 10 to 29%. Still positive. No significant penalty, but you are leaving points on the table compared to single digits. Level 4, 30 to 49%. This is where the damage starts, and the average American is right here at 36%. You're actively losing points every billing cycle. Level 5, 50% and above. Severe negative impact. Your score drops significantly, and lenders see you as high risk. The takeaway is simple. 30% is not a target. It is a damage threshold. The real target is under 10% on each card and overall. Now, here is the part that catches everyone off guard. When does FICO actually measure your utilization? Not on your payment due date, not when you pay your bill. On your statement closing date. Your credit card company reports your balance to the bureaus on the day your statement closes. Whatever your balance is at that moment is the number FICO sees. And according to Experian, 37% of Americans who pay their balance in full every month still report utilization above 30% because they pay on the DUE date. But the balance was already reported on the statement date, 2 to 3 weeks earlier. They are perfect payers, and they are being penalized because of when they pay, not whether they pay. The fix takes 60 seconds. Find your statement closing date. It is on your last statement, or call your issuer. Pay your balance 2 to 3 days before that date, not before the due date, before the statement closing date. When the bureaus check, your balance is near zero. Your utilization is near zero. Your score goes up in one billing cycle from changing when you pay, not how much. Here are 4 ways to lower your credit utilization right now. Method 1. Pay before the statement closes. I just explained this. It is the fastest and easiest method. No extra money needed. Just a timing change. Impact: 20 to 50 points in one billing cycle. Method 2. Request a credit limit increase. Call the number on the back of your card. Or many issuers let you request online. If your limit goes from $3,000 to $5,000 and your balance stays at $1,000, your utilization drops from 33% to 20% instantly. Same balance. Higher limit, lower utilization. Ask for a soft pull only. Most issuers offer this for existing customers. A soft pull does not affect your score. A hard pull can temporarily lower it by 5 points. Method 3. Spread your spending across multiple cards. Remember, per card utilization matters. Instead of putting everything on one card, divide your spending so no single card goes above 10%. 3 cards at 10% is much better than 1 card at 30%, even though the total amount spent is the same. Method 4. Make multiple payments per month. Instead of 1 payment before the due date, make 2 or 3 smaller payments throughout the month. This keeps your running balance low at all times. So, whenever the statement happens to close, your balance is low. These 4 methods work independently, but combining them is where the real power is. Here is what Aisha did. Month 1. She found her statement closing dates on all 3 cards. She started paying 2 days before each one. Month 2. She requested a limit increase on card 1. It went from $2,000 to $4,000. Her balance of $1,800 on a $4,000 limit dropped her per card utilization from 90% to 45%. Month 3. She paid down card 1 by $600. Balance dropped to $1,200. Per card utilization dropped to 30%. And she spread her monthly spending across all three cards evenly. Overall utilization went from 34% to 14%. Per card utilization, no card above 30%. Her score went from 652 to 728, 76 points in 3 months. Same income, same cards, same payment history, just utilization. That 76-point jump will save her thousands in interest rates on her next car loan, her next apartment application, and eventually her mortgage. Credit utilization is the fastest lever you can pull on your credit score. It updates every billing cycle. It has no memory. Last month's 90% has zero effect on your score once it drops to 10. That is the power. Unlike late payments that haunt you for 7 years, utilization resets every single month, under 10%. Each card. And overall, pay before the statement date, not the due date. Request limit increases. Spread spending. Multiple payments. That is the system. What is your credit utilization right now? Check your cards and drop the percentage below. If you want the full credit score system, my credit card strategy video shows how to raise your score 150 points in 90 days. It is on your screen right now. And if you need the foundation, my 800 credit score video covers everything from scratch. Subscribe to Wealth Storyline. Every week, we break down the money systems most Americans were never taught. See you there. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice.